Hello students, yesterday I started the chapter Sectors of Indian Economy and I explained the different sectors of economy that are classified as, or you can say the sectors of Indian economy on the nature of activity. On the nature of activity, they are divided into three sectors, that was primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Today I am going to explain you that how the change has come in economy from the primary sector to the tertiary sector. During early civilization, all economic activity was in primary sector, means most of the people were involved in the primary sector. When the food production became surplus, or mean you can say extra, people's need for other products increased. This led to the development of secondary sector, means the secondary sector started. The growth of secondary sector spread its influence during industrial revolution in the 19th century. After the growth of economic activity, a support system was the need to facilitate or to give the facility to the industrial activity. Certain sectors like transport and finance play an important role in supporting the industrial activity. Moreover, more shops were needed to provide goods in people's neighborhood. Ultimately, other services like tuition, administrative support developed. In simple words, it means that first of all, in the beginning of the development, the primary sector was the most important sector. When the primary sector increased, it increased the need of the secondary sector. And when secondary sector gradually became important, the need of the tertiary sector was started. Now, the second thing is that these sectors are dependent on each other, interdependency of sectors. What does it mean? To understand that, first of all, I am going to give you one example. I am giving you an example of a cold drink. A cold drink contains water, sugar and artificial flavor. Suppose if there is no sugarcane production, then procuring or getting sugar will become difficult and costly for the cold drink manufacturer. Now to transport sugarcane to sugar mills and sugar to the cold drink plant needs the services of transporter. A person or system is required to maintain and monitor all these movements of goods from farm to factory to shop in different locations. That is where the role of administrative staff comes. It means that all the three sectors are dependent on each other. To top it all, at every step of these activities, we require the proper monetary and banking system. So, in a nutshell, this describes how interrelated all sectors of an economy are. In simple words, with the help of this example, it is clear that all these three sectors are dependent on each other. To understand the economy of the country, we have to understand the GDP of that country. With the help of the GDP, we are able to understand, we are able to know how developed the economy of that country is. Now, what is GDP or gross domestic product? GDP is the final value of the goods and services produced within the geographic boundaries of a country or in a country during a specific period of time. Normally, we take 1 year. Contribution to GDP are mainly divided into three sectors: agriculture and related services, industry and service sector. It is an important indicator of the economic performance of a country and shows how big the economy is. Now this is a formula to take out the GDP of a country. Consumption means how much product has been used in that country, plus investment, how much investment was made in all the three sectors. Then how much government has spent plus the export. When we add all these 4 points, then we get the GDP of a particular country. I think it is clear to everyone. Now tomorrow I will upload the next part of the chapter. Thank you.